Hi, Tony Kitchens here. A friend and I were talking the other day about our professional careers and how times have changed since we started out. I could clearly see at least three phases I've gone through that you may recognize as well. The first phase was during my early years, starting my journey. I remember how ambitious I was, wanting to work at a big company and to be successful like the executives I ran into from time to time. I knew the experience would help me when it was time to start my own company. Everything was new. The people I met, the projects I worked on, the money I began to make. It was an exciting time. I also felt that I was on an upward trajectory, and if I continued to work hard, learn as much as I could, and keep customers happy, my future would be bright. And it was. The second phase came about several years later. This was when I had established myself in the industry and felt I had a good grasp on how to conduct business at a high level. I'm sure you recognize this place in your life as well. You are into your career or business and you fall into a routine for work and in your personal life. I recall during this time wondering if this pattern I had fallen into would be the path I would walk on for the rest of my life, which is a very scary thought. Did you have similar beliefs? This phase of my professional life was more of a maintenance period, it seemed looking back, making sure the business was stable and showed growth each year. My daily routines were predictable and becoming somewhat stale. The problem was, all those goals I had in phase one were achieved, meaning I had employees, business overhead, a mortgage, and a family to feed now. When you have these responsibilities, it's hard to make lateral changes, even if you really want to. Have you been there or are you there now? In that place of simply maintaining what you have. On one hand, you kind of like what you do, but don't feel very enthused. And on the other hand, you can't stop doing what you do because it helps pay the bills. Then third phase comes in like a thief in the night. By your choice or due to other circumstances, you are faced with a change in your professional life. You wake up one day and come to the realization that you must do something different than what you've been doing for the last 10, 20, or even 30 years. It's scary in a way because the identity others have recognized you having, the relationships at work and with your customers may not factor into the next part of your life. Was it all for nothing, you might ask? Sure, you've traveled, you've bought a home, drove a nice car, and helped others, but now your heart isn't content with your former professional life. I remember this feeling after closing the company I owned for nearly 30 years. The muscle memory I had developed kept me performing the same daily routine I had established years ago, checking email, voicemail, and the news early every day. I'm about to call a customer, then realizing they are not a customer any longer. It was the strangest feeling ever, kind of like standing outside of yourself, witnessing a stranger robotically live the life you used to. I believe it took maybe 3 months or so before I finally realized that I didn't have to check email each day, nor did I have the responsibilities tied to that business. Sitting still, thinking about what my heart desired was the best thing I could have done. If you are in this space, don't rush into a new job or business. Allow yourself to sit, decompress, and listen to your heart. It may be difficult, but trust me, it really helps. You will be amazed at how clear the vision of your future becomes when you get out of the rat race that you once ran proudly. Competing with people half your age, dealing with crazy customers who are never satisfied, and other team members that don't care about anything but sales. It's craziness. I know. Now you can do something that gives you personal satisfaction. Something that is meaningful, not just profitable. You'll see that life is simpler than you and I made it all those years ago. The good news is your version 2.0 will be way better than the previous version. All the experiences, wisdom, and lessons you have learned never leave you. As a matter of fact, you'll notice that they will serve you very well in your future endeavors. Remember, you are not defined by your career, title, or job description. Your life is way more valuable than the role you play at work. Start celebrating who you are and the values you cherish, and new opportunities will pursue you, not the other way around. I hope this helps. Share your thoughts in my inbox. Enjoy your day.